ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Crusader Kings 3 series, Yorubaland, here on the Lord Master channel. And things have not been looking good for the High Kingdom of Lower Niger, in which, oh boy, we had a... Look, let's go back here. Ooni Obinrin. He died at the age of 50, died from his wounds which he received while he was hunting a hyena. And a hyena was able to swipe him before he later died from his wounds. Although he was able to get the hyena. He've always wanted to hunt for that white wolf, but he's never going to get it now. And we gave him a magnificent funeral. Despite the fact that recently, under the reign of the High Shaman, or the Ooni Obinrin, Latifu, daughter of Kidomida, in which I mean, she started her reign when she was 5 years old, but early in her reign, during a regency of it, we lost an independence war when my vassals of the High Chiefdoms of Savalu and Mamprusi have fought for their independence and won. And they attacked us again, in which they want to claim for this land, this High Chiefdom of Ouagadougou. We tried to stop them, but we had initial victories in battles of Bisa, but we suffered defeat at the Battle of Mamprusi, the capital here. Yeah. In which was a terrible loss for us. And so our knights were wounded and later killed by some. We lost some good fighting men and women during these battles. And since then, we are convinced that we're in decline. But now there's another threat. A disillusion war. Just started 40 days ago. We only have one ally that would intervene in both wars. And that is Takrul. On the westernmost part of Africa, although of a completely different faith, though we do have in common in ancestor worship and reincarnation, and they said to be equal, but are they culturally? No, they're men that only. They're known to be stalwart defenders, upland skirmishing. It's veterans, so they're slightly more martial-oriented people, so that's good, even though they're cosmopolitan. But they belong to that culture rather than, you know, the culture that's from Wolof. So they're Manda heritage, not Senegambian. Has that always been the case? Just going back in time of when did their dynasty was born. From there. That's where they came from. So they originally hailed from Kabu, and they have that sense. That's who they are, and they are allies, though they're bringing great numbers. So we do not know if they'll be strong enough to take them on, and as well as are we strong enough to take on them. And you know the people of the Igbo culture, they tended to be very decentralized, and They tended to be decentralized and such things, and they like it that way. You know, the only difference is they're of the wrong faith. These are more content to the house of faith than anything else. So, now we are under a major threat. If we lose, not only they go independent, and so are they, and then our title of line is destroyed, and the vassals will become independent. Every single one of them, not just them, but everyone. Even though we're not yet fully recovered, as much as we'd like to stay here and let's regain our strength, but we cannot stand idle. Cannot in my good conscience to stand idle during a time like this. We just need one more additional knight to come with us. Which all I could say is, your country needs you. You need every single good knight to fight alongside of us. Because no doubt their first moves will be to, Alright, look, they already outnumber us. It's just we gotta make sure they don't get together either. So we have to go on the offensive. So it's likely they're going to go after this territory first. So we'll go up to Zaza, which will be there in 5 months. Oh, and in addition, this is just to help us out a little. We need a caravan master. It does increase the army's movement speed slightly, but unfortunately we don't have any good ones. I mean, we do make good money on do taxation and all that, but do we really have time for this? Oh, and get a jungle specialist too. You know, just in case. Because I'm leading the army now. So let's move. Okay, they're gonna be taking this, which is good. Pay you 40 gold. The caravan master here is just gonna give us a little faster army movement speed. And yet another faction threatens. Oh, going on Compatibilists. I want you to keep in mind that not everybody is Orisha. Some of them are of the Akam faith, and I guess they do have an excuse for it. And it's bound to happen if we're not careful. So, there will be a populist uprising that is of that faith, and they want independence from me. As of many other different peoples. Gods, there's more. About 2 years have passed, and my competent blade master with 15 per hour improvements. Because how much depends on your effort in using understanding master's techniques. It's the end of the line then, so I'll increase my prowess by 4. So besides always having the option to quit your training, if your prowess is equal or bigger than your master's, you're imprisoned or have more. You're more than 39 years old or incapable, you're forced to quit. So thank you for the training. I am ready to fight for this High Kingdom. If we lose the battle, you've lost the whole nation. Ishmael happens to be friends of an older and wealthier gentleman who had no heirs. This man recently passed away and left behind some of his inheritance to Ishmael. Well, how fortunate to you. Also, I could end the Regency right now, but since I'm in the middle of the war, there ain't no time for that. So we're still taking on the Regency, and I will keep it that way until war's end. As the realm is passed about the state of warfare, it's become apparent that there should be a way to specialize our troops for either in defense or in offense. As the supreme commander of my army, I'm the one who will gain the insights of such training. There's a drawback for this. As long as I perfect the art of offense or defense with my troops, I am not spending time developing my lifestyle path, thus losing important progress made there. I'll avoid wasting time on that. I believe in my full confidence. Yes, they may have the commander traits, but you gotta have heart, you gotta have numbers. As we've been slowly reinforcing on the way, as we were still in friendly territory. See, had they combined themselves together, we would never beat them. States of Rome. They're running. They don't want to be fighting up in the hills. They want to fight in open plain. More men at arms counter? We shall see. Will we win or will we lose? That's the real question. We have a massive advantage over them, so we will easily defeat them in battle. Good start. I want you to take a long way around. Slowly reinforce on the way until you meet the enemy over there, or wherever they may go. And meanwhile, our ally has just arrived on the scene. The question is, will they engage or not? They're going to make their attempt to engage. So, Arabinda in 10 days. Buzunga. 10 days. 9 days. Oh, they're going to get caught. That's not good. They're going to get caught. Most certainly get caught. And despite their greater numbers, their commanders aren't all that great. And they have better commanders. The numbers look even. Advantage them. And they have way more knights than theirs. That's not good either. Oh, they're in retreat. They're gonna go back to... And it appears they shall be heading over there. It'll be even numbers. Although they'll have, well, roughly the same amount of knights as we do. Not to mention their claimed knights. So, hope that our full confidence that we can defeat them. If we can defeat them, maybe perhaps we could try to fight them once again. And I'm gonna be in the brink of it. They're on a run. We won't catch them here. We will catch them here. No, we won't. They're gonna try to go up. We're gonna take the fight to them then. Oh, we caught them out here. Where we have the advantage. Some, yes. But they're taking more casualties now. The Blood and Origins to face up against Egalitarian, serving under Uruchoku's command. I had a brief look around. I did not spot any immediate threat that could disturb the oncoming duel. One surely prevail. I'll engage you. For a few brief moments, Egalitarian and I paced in lazy half circles, each watching for an opening. I couched my darting Dagaba spear, ready to defend myself while she clutches her axe firmly in hand. This time I've been waiting till first blood, but that doesn't ease my nerves. The side twitch our bout begins. She pulls back from my every blow, letting me attack without getting another soul hit in. It's not for long before I begin myself to tire. Strike, parry, riposte. Expert onslaught. You throw out a flurry of rapid attacks and counters. I leap into action, launching a flurry of dusting jabs. Driving myself hard against her guard, wearing her down with each expertly timed strike. Unexpectedly, she manages to swing a vicious kick from my shin. Momentarily, however, my form is good of only small errors. Her stance is incredible. I have my opponent back, but I still need to consolidate my victory. This will work just like in the Legends, does, right? Legendary technique. I try to copy a famous move from my favorite book, due to my very high learning skill. I do my best to recall the legend in the spur of the moment, as I couch my spear as the heroes of old. It's enough for a solid blow against my surprised foe. She retaliates with a smooth flowing series of quick slashes or powerful cleaves, each strike forcing me back a little more. My form is excellent, little chance of mistake. Her stance is incredible. My opponent's really for me. Victory is so close I can practically taste it. Fool, take this. Feint and stab. Feinted with my spear and I stab right with my offhand dagger. Knife to hand in the next 5 years. This is due to having that hunter trait. I swing my spear in an almost lazy feint. My opponent doesn't see my offhand dagger till it's too late, when it's already sailing pommel first for her face. The blow impacts her hard, slamming so deep that I swear I can feel the bone bruise. She staggers backwards in a daze. When the axe drops from her hand, my opponent stammers out a yield without me needing to do anything. I am victorious. What now? Victory is yours, and Egalitarian is at your mercy, helpless and defenseless for the time being. The main battle is far from over. In the lull that priests surrounded me seems to have faded away. This is merely a skirmish in the grand scheme of things, but nonetheless, I own what remains of the last second. I say, you're a pretty good fighter. You're coming with me. Escapes through the chaos. We got him. They're gonna be in retreat now. Glory is widely known. We're making a comeback. And we'll beat you too. Today, an interesting thought occurred to me. My life was simply a bard's tale. What kind of story would it be, I wonder? As an ambitious woman, I say an epic. an epic that starts today. We have the advantage. Got them all. Not an important prisoner, but ransom. 50 gold. Always good. Be careful if you go over there. They tend to be well fortified. Well, actually, this is the most well fortified land there is. But in itself, that's savanna, not jungle. So, you should be alright. And I don't know what our ally will do, because it seems that we can't beat them, and they can't beat them unless we get our combined strength together here. All I have to do is just keep them back. Stay in friendly territory to be reinforced. We will keep this High Kingdom together. But you're crossing a river. Big mistake. Okay, it looks like our allies got it. Enemy reinforcements en route. Learning mending is real hard, really hard. Feels like there's no more room in my head. It's full. As soon as one word enters my mind, another falls in the abyss of forgetfulness. I struggle with every lesson. I'm making no progress whatsoever. Fortunately, it is always effort. Keep it up, my impeccable friend. I believe in you. You keep yourself blessed. No matter how hard it is, I must persevere. Alright, you got him. Excellent. Seems they're gonna go down there. That's where they're likely headed. So I'll be crossing it into enemy territory. In the lower part of Benin. The wise lion then said to the little girl, "Beware, for there's a..." I'm suddenly interrupted. "What? The great Olivan is reading children's fables? Have you no pride?" Ajbada exclaims. "This is unacceptable. If your foes find out, they will think you feeble-minded." Maybe my choice of ending literature was a bit underwhelming, I suppose. No, there are venerated Dominic classics. That's it. Yep. Gotta. Easily read fables, that's all. The Regency will end as soon as this internal war ends, and as well as the war over there, which we need to deal with them as well. We have to take care of matters at home first. We got another war. Bassan conquest for the chiefdom of Kru. Although they're of our faith, but the chiefdom of Kru, which they want this part. It's just another inconvenience. You're part of this too. We gotta corner them in. In the jungles of Orica. That's where the vassal my realm, man. Still got a bit of advantage, but we'll get him. Ours is fallen. And my bodyguard, Oninata, she's fallen too. You again. That's it, sweeper. I ain't got time for this. Got her again. So you think you were able to get away that easily? Normally I would try to prison, but since you escaped from me, from now on, death will be acceptable for you. A nobleman. He was the Blade Master. And my good bodyguard. But there are others. Oops. Head to Benin. Our allies come through. Oh, they ran into someone else. Advantage over them. Ha ha ha. They got themselves stack wiped. No. Peasant revolt. The Dissolution War has ended. It's no longer valid to continue. Data heart, no. They're related. Whatever it was, well, it became invalid. That's good, so we could put our focus on other things as well, such as them, which is a bigger priority. Let's get together. We're coming back, stronger. Because they still occupy some of our territories, they have not taken the full objective yet. So follow us. We'll deal with them. Because they're likely going to Ouagadougou. And it seems the river is the fastest way to go. Nothing we can do about crew. It's what they want. Traveling upriver. Ouagadougou's under siege. It's still being contested. Thin or peasant, high or low, it does not matter. In the end, we're all mortal. I was reminded of this when I woke coughing early in the morning hours. A dull ache hides through my head and throat. My body's racked by shivers and weakness, my head leaking from every orifice. I heard wheezing from down the corridor. My lady, son of my physician, pokes her head around my door. Should you require it, I know a fair number of suitable remedies. Do more than is necessary. She lowered her hand and the bucket she brought into the chambers. She pulled out again. It was a little fish. It was wriggling between her fingers. Open wide, she said, and dropped it in my mouth. I struggled not to retch as it tickled the back of my throat. Whatever in that fish turned out to be just what I needed. For now, the worst of my symptoms was alleviated and the world seemed a little brighter. Men-at-arms are fully reinforced. Oh, sorry about this. My vassal, Ron Carmos, has honored me with a visit and brought one of his courtiers. I was approaching excitedly. Well met, High Shaman Latifu. It pleased me to see you thriving here at Ife. Though it's occurred to me that Shulnipa here might be of service in your court. He's an incredibly talented scholar, the brightest I've ever learned from. I'd make use of myself, but alas, it doesn't seem possible. Oh, I hate to see this great talent go to waste. Would you take a bit on these potential? Sure. Come on in. Now we fear a possible independence war. Songhai is the biggest. We can defeat him easily. No longer ill. Ready for combat. They took another one of our territories, but they're gonna stand still and they're gonna take it. Will they intervene? Is the question. Yes, they will. Now they say we'll lose decisively. Not if we beat them first. They're gonna be here in 16 days. We can defeat them if we have the advantage. Come on. We do not have the advantage, but let's just try to hold on for a couple of days before they come in here. Shake, we'll go to the Dokwe. Oh, that one's got prowess. House of Warriors Dynasty legacy from his. I might gain a blade master skill out of this. Let's give it a try. Unexpectedly, he managed to swing a vicious kick from Sin. Won't tell him. So, that's it. You want to play rough? You want to kick me? I'll play dirty too. Taste silver, fool. Silver vision. I hurled a heavy silver purse up into his face. I lose 20 gold out of this, but it's medium increase. But I had no risk of injury. Snatching a heavy purse of monies from my waist, I lob it at Bago and hits him right in the face, giving me a brief opening for a thrusting jab of my spear. With surprising speed, he unleashes a powerful cleave of his axe, nearly knocking my spear loose. The form is good, only smaller. His stance is failing. Really match with victory bouncing on the knife edge. Damn. I'll catch a spear. Confidence is half of any fight. I throw out fluidly thrusting jabs with all the confidence of the seasoned expert. Pago does his best to ward me off, while he's entirely on the defensive. And this guard's only getting weaker and sloppier with each blow. When the opportunity presents itself, I knock his axe flying with one piercing thrust, and just like that, about his side, I get my elbow for you and end my backswing. I'm victorious. Get rid of him. He's too dangerous to be left alive out on the battlefield. He's the best one that they have. So small difference is going to be made, and the enemy army will be arriving tomorrow, and then more reinforcements soon after. Thus, it's going to keep them going. But hopefully we can get the advantage over them. Whereas our ally won't be here until 3 months, which is already too late for us. We gotta keep fighting. They brought in more numbers, but we have the advantage now. Stand your ground. They say we'll probably lose because they got a damn good commander coming this way. Who is that man? He's an aggressive attacker. He's shrewd. He's a marshal. We could potentially be in trouble. But we gotta hold the line. Not to mention they have defensive buildings here, because they just occupied it. They have the initial advantage. Well, more advantage now. Sweet. Got her. That's the best one they have. Gotta kill it too. Oh, our best knight's been killed. Got a good portion of them. He was one of the good ones. And catch one of theirs. One-legged and one-eyed. You have no business being here. We'll be more than happy to take all of this back. So finally we're making a comeback, and I had to be the one to lead the armies. And as for this affair, well, we'll have to deal with them eventually. One day we'll fight to get Savalu back. I'm sitting around a map table with Hotspot, with BM, Jet, Gold, Kitty, discussing our strategy for the ongoing war. He eagerly points out all the prime targets we should immediately send raiding parties to pillage, while he nervously mutters out we should avoid unnecessary engagements and fight a war of attrition. It's my right to decide the ultimate course of action. I'd rather use this one's plan. We gotta liberate those territories. Getting sick again. help us out. You demand an artifact from me? Sister. What? No. Don't start. Oh, we got a hostile army coming this way, but allies are coming to back us up. What the hell are they doing? They have the bit of advantage, but we'll get them. Oh, you're easy. Fine. Oh wait, he's already shot. Yoruba. Okay. He's just a mercenary captain. Try to be a little nice. But if I see you again... See, 8,000 strong together. We're stronger than them. So continue with the siege and then we'll engage them again. Come on, follow us. Form a new alliance. Neighbor. Owner is slightly in depth. They've been in war for long. We can engage them. They won't be able to reinforce in time. Okay, this requires a duel. He's from the ship's direction, throwing him sideways to a crushing Draken, but barely able to dodge. He's got a hammer. Attack first and attack hard. Hangar, lightning assault, try to overwhelm him at the start. Putting all my strength to the first strike, I leap straight for him. Couching my spear high to a piercing thrust that sends him reeling. He adopts a defense stance, doing his absolute best to ward me off. Man's eyes follow my every move. Form is good of only smallers. His stance is formidable. Take this. Have him on a back foot. Keep it up. Strike fair riposte. I swing my spear and all slays fade. My opponent doesn't see my offhand dagger till it's too late. When it's already set, I pommel first for his face. The impact blows him hard, slamming me up so deep I swear I could feel the bone bruise as he staggers back with his ace. When a hammer drops in his hand, my opponent stammers out either while they need to do anything. Gotcha. You're a dangerous man. Get rid of him. Let's engage him. Out there. So we're on a winning track here. Massive advantage. Disfigured, I see. She's from the great shrine of Buddha. That is a temple holding. I didn't know there was a theocracy. The High Hole gone. And she's killed people before. Brave as she is, that's strong. So a sweep would not do. Gotta do it. It's the Ooni Obinrin versus the High Hole gun. And she's got a sword. Her retorts carefully calculated, waiting for the precise right point to reply with several quick slashes of a sword. Take this. Throw money at her. Oh. It hits her right in the mask, giving me an opening. A dust jab of my spear. She counters a fierce hell quick slash, almost running me through repeatedly. Form is good if only smaller, her stance formidable. Take this. Quick slashes from her. Come on. You know what? Take silver. Oaf. Snatching a heavy purse from my belt, I hurl out of my opponent's mask. Though she manages to dodge a projectile, I use the time to bring my spear to beat her inside her guard, ramming its sharp point against the woman's throat. She doesn't surrender immediately for an instant. It even looks like she tries something with her own weapon, but a scowl shifting my robe makes it clear it can only end one way. I get to yield. I'm an aspiring blade master now. Keep it up. And since she's the, you know, the theocracy entity, see if I can imprison her. Maybe we could get money out of this. You know, get some money back after throwing her to the mask twice. You're coming with me. We got her. Willing to ransom you. Or what little you picked up, give it to me. We'll gauge him out there. Near death. We got the ruler of Savalu. But that doesn't contribute, as you've not got the main man yet. You're the one who's behind all this. Go for the sweep. Got him. Since you are a landed ruler, see if we can imprison him. And did. Okay. Ransom. 50. Retake this objective. And then we'll take the fight to them. This affair down there, however, I don't know if we'll get down in time to deal with them. Well, meanwhile, Savala's being sneaky bastards. But we gotta take this back. So that way the war score will be in our favor in liberating this territory as they're going after other places. Take 8 months. And yes, we're still under Regency because I say so. Because I haven't officially sat down and let the rule officially begin, since I've been only trying to keep this country together. And I have to be there in the thick of the front line and all that. Because I feel obligated to, you know, defend this realm. And sure did. 2 months. We still haven't got this effect. No wonder why it's taking longer than usual. Disease outbreak. There you go. Alright, we've liberated this land. And they're about to get this. Time's not on our side on this one. We're gonna catch them gathering. You again. You know what? You want a rematch? Let's do it. Take this. Kick me in the shin. Well, yeah, since I'm an aspiring blade master these days, well, haven't increased the trade path as of yet. I'll say, I'm the fastest blade in Northern Asia. A blade dance, a series of flashy, expert moves to ensure my dueling prowess will be talked about for years, and I gain prestige out of this. In battle, I'm an artist. Every strike is a brushstroke. Every falling forward, gout of blood and splash of paint. As I brandish my spear, switching seamlessly between force and strike, I paint a picture of agony across my foe. She counters with a fierce hail of quick strikes, almost running repeatedly. Take this again. Well, this is the legendary technique. See, it'll work like it does in the legends. Though I will my body to match the vivid mental picture of legend, shifting to an awkward stance while swinging my spear. With more hope than belief, I charge CFP. I spear her out in perfect imitation of the stories, eyes screwed shut by reflex. There's a sudden stone-hard force to my spear, the sound of wet flesh sheared in half, and a spasm passes up my arm. I open my eyes, and almost certain that I see my own doom, only to be met with an annihilated neck stump of CFP, fountaining blood in the air with reckless abandon. By the time I located her head, the light has long since gone from that woman's eyes. Goodbye, High Hogan CFP. She became my rival, and I've defeated my rival. And I gained a trait, Bumbling Squire. Latefu is only technically a knight, remembering little from her formal training. We got him. Too close. Here we are, holding a spear full of fresh pieces of flesh, finally fixing your prey. Lots of good men perished to get you here. I'm finally gonna make this with you. Every last drop of their blood. So we captured him after the battle. He stares at me fiercely, only taking a small glimpse of disappointed with me. It's just you and me, Tutunba. You bested us once, but now, here we are again. Sweep him. The knight just got hit, then became scarred, but I wouldn't worry too much, because these scars visibly wear the memories of battles of access. Just noticeably scarred. Basically, get wounded a few more times, or get scarred a couple more times. Yeah. So let's end this war right now, before it gets any uglier. And so, if you lose the claim for the High Chiefdom, you pay 108 gold to me, and win prestige. So now we must turn around and head to Takwa. It'll be 5 months. If we don't get there by then, and if they conquer another territory, it's gonna be a while to make another comeback story. And such. Oh, aggravated wound. Oh, that last one. Could this be my mistake? If I die, then my doll sister will take over. Oh, wait a minute. That's a disease. That's Savulian coughs. Though that's been around recently. Effects on leech. Quick. Control that plague. I don't know if it gives me plague resistance, but I believe it's a county effect rather than anything else. That disease, in particular, is a minor consumption, and consumption's no fun. For more information. Oh, there's a good chance it'll spread out to there. Oh, in this case, go around it. You don't want to be crossing through diseased territory. I mean, it's entered a part of the realm, but it's going downriver now. So, 9% chance that I die, and 90% chance I'll get over being wounded. You know, that predecessor got the 8%. If I die, this crisis continues. I live, but I'm alright. Just scarred, that's all. And we're trying to go around. What are you doing? You're marching through diseased territory. Is something occurring back there? Another war, perhaps? No. No. Okay, we avoided the consumption. But now we're in friendly territory where we'll be reinforced and we'll defeat this army here. But now they say that we'll lose decisively because of a better army commander and more commander traits. So who is this man we're dealing with? Oh my gods! Who's that man? He's a holy warrior and he's got extremely high prowess. And he's gallant. Massive advantage for him. This will require our combined strength to defeat them. If you lose one battle from them, we lose crew. Come on, with us. You're in our backyard, but advantage for him. Now back down. We're both loaded shots, so that holy warrior thing doesn't mean much. Advantage us. Getting myself involved deeply in the front line of the chaos of battle, I find myself concerned as a fray of arrows come flying over the opposition's heads and crashing into my own men. Amongst the injured, I find myself an arrow lodged firmly into the side of my eye socket. Shocked and stunned, I stumbled back to the rear of my army, partially blinded. I was lucky to survive. I just lost an eye. lose 2 prowess, but that ain't gonna stop me. You're the marshal. Well, we're not gonna do sweep here. I'd love to attack him, but there's no immediate effects. No, we gotta do this right. You counter this with yourself quick slashes, all's running me through repeatedly. I'll shock out spear. He's trying to get me tired. Take this. She's still doing the same moves. That's true. Come on. This stance is incredible. Do it. My spear arm moves fast as lightning and strikes as hard as thundered stone. Honestly, it's terrible that Didhu is able to withstand the many spear blows he does, as I rain down with all the fury of a thunderous storm. It takes a minute or two to eventually beat him into a bloody, twisted, screaming heap. I'm only satisfied when there will be no second chance for revenge as I do administer the killing blow. Goodbye. Now I'm the Night Master for the next 3 months. He was a damn good fighter, probably the best one of the whole army. Yes, the very best, the one who's been killing us. Well, I got him. Ha ha. Captured a direct vassal of the enemy and we won our first decisive battle here. So we captured their very best commander. Do it. And I just got injured again. Damn it. Should have dueled this time. My vassals as well as lower segments of society are getting restless for a long time as I've not assembled these states around the planet's strategy in the long term. This is a costly affair that could go sour if I lack the ability to cause a good impression on everyone. Must weigh carefully at the pros and cons of organizing an affair. We have the money, we can afford it. Summon everyone to the palace. Incoming. Lost a noble woman. No longer wounded, I'm good. As the realm is passed by the state of warfare, I'm faced with the choice of ordering my troops to act in an aggressive and callous way against my foes and the enemy population. This will allow me to learn a bit about the martial lifestyle, or I can take the opposite path, stressing the obligations of my troops to act in a sensitive way to the vanquished foes and enemy commoners. Act with piety towards our foes. Organized march. Faster movement speed. I travel faster, especially when we get back home. And our spearmen, archers, and skirmishers, mostly archers, will now have screen, which is to reduce the amount of casualties they take in case we lose for whatever reason. But that won't be likely based on the numbers that we'll have. Independents? No. Populists. Oh, it's them again. There's going to be a populist uprising as well. Massive advantage. Ha, you call yourself a blade master? Take this. You ain't worth a damn. Catch another one of their knights. Same for theirs. I just noticed that Saviliankov spread to there. It's a good thing I told my physician to increase the plague resistance, you know, just in case. We gotta take back the war target. Crew. Take crew back and you'll win the war. Let's go. We'll be there in 3 months. I said take crew back. Oh yes, I'm a bit dreadful. Because I'm one-eyed and have other things, but we'll have that dealt with. Old age got to her. Alright, you can have a seat on the council. We got more knights at the ready. But we'll raise up a new batch of knights when we get back home. Because I don't think that populous uprising is going to go up now. One sec. This will make up for it. No. We don't know where the enemy is, but we gotta take crew back. So it'll be 6 months. So we could get the war score back and then to our favor. Shit, he escaped. Somehow. Damn it. Now he's gonna be back in action soon. Unisaba. This is probably to win back favor, just to make sure he doesn't rebel. Defend his character publicly, even at a risk to myself. As the estates of Rome were assembled, it soon became clear that the discussions were going on and on about any significant breakthroughs. Everyone was entrenched in their own positions, and the ability to compromise was almost nil. It was also apparent that I was unable to steer and lead the discussions in order to present a positive result. All in all, it was a frustrating affair where nothing truly relevant was accomplished. It was all for naught. Yeah, they want independence, but in a different way. We lost our good marshal, and it looks like you have a seat on the council now. And that's good. Boy, it'll be risky to try to go back home through diseased country. Great massacre. Now the war score will go on our way. And we reached the max. Just hold on to the objective and liberate a few more territories. It's the way to win it. Level 3, fort level. Level 2, level 3. Liberate this. Short work. Where are you going? Trouble at home? No. Seems highly likely there will be another war. And it's gonna be on our neck of the woods. Yeah, it's basically them again. But this time, you know, it's a different kind of war of independence, but it's in the populism. So that means, yes, another war will break out. But no. Damn you, man. If anyone tries to join the independence faction, just gotta stop them. A local mystic insisted on seeing me. Upon being brought in my presence, he started wailing. Is that blood in his hands? The signs are not in your favor, my lady. I spell the intestines of a hen, and the blood show me your future. It's dark and full of death. Oh, that's ominous. Very ominous. At least that blade master thing's going up a bit. Just need to take at least liberate one of the occupied territories, and then that'll be the official. Supplies burned in an accident. Army's lacking provisions. Damn it! Now we're becoming undersupplied. I have not seen a single enemy army out there as of late. Where did they go? Oh, there they are. They're up there, but I think we're safe. Let me help you out with that. This solution faction was created, then it was quickly got rid of. To be fair, let me see. Internal petition. Can't be there. Sorry. There was an uprising over there. '97. Disillusion faction possible. So you will pay 24 to me, and we got it back. So finally, the realm is at peace, but it's a lull, I would consider it. There's a bunch of angry vassals that want to, you know, break out of it. Especially them. And there's one that wants independence, even though he's in the council. But we'll recover with time. Also, yeah, I think we'll manage. I'll get back home. But remember your routes. It's gonna be dangerous travel. Unless I change. So how about we go through here? Or better yet, the fastest way, just go by boat. Just go through the Gulf of Guinea and then you'll be there. Much safer out here than travel by land. Let's go. And when I officially arrive back, I will finally end the Regency. Here I sent the crew, bless son of Debre. Cousin. Saint Debre. There's a nice ring to it. I'll just be nice because you've been through a lot. You know, this is actually a toll bridge, he says. Beat him. I travel by sea just to stay away from that disease. And rebuild. The older Dua dynasty is known far and wide, as we are well known. I still would love to hold this land one day, because it's rightfully part of the High Chiefdom of Ife. But since Ibadan is a separate entity, and I do have the right to get that chiefdom, so all can be well, so you better give it to me, or else. But you cannot revoke it, as you do not have the tribal authority to do so. We can make that happen. And just say, give it to me. I have a claim to it, without being viewed as a tyrant, and he's 100% willing. Thank you. Don't be so harsh. He's terrified of me. 70%. Because, you know, this is the site where modern day Lagos is located. There. Spend it on these and make investments on war camps. But we do not have the prestige for it. And now I can tell my mother in region to step down. Thank Godumare. Chaos is finally over. We'll slowly restore our strength with time. Yeah, a new yam festival would be ideal. Just call for a celebration. Just celebrate the fact that we have survived, and among other things. And plus, I need the prestige. Change that to 10. What's the one that gives you the most prestige? Sacrifice. Purification. Must sacrifice a prisoner. And I know we got plenty of them. Yeah. We are illustrious, but keep in mind, middle of activity, and this. 1 second. Alright. As the Allied Kingdom of Lower Niger, this is my duty. Date this set. I mean, we've seen this event text before. We know what that's like. Disillusioned factions gone. Peace will prevail. Oh, just some poor bastard who's already infirm, so we ought to put him out of his misery. So execution is purification. Even though I'm a tad bit cynical, but it's just how this ritual works. So that means I'll have to ransom you and get you out of here. Let the people be the first to eat the new yams. Just want to win people over. Yams from another land. Paying the fine should be enough punishment. May the ancestors deserve a large, giant offering of yams. Doing it for our ancestors. %65% chance of any of these counties will gain a successful new yam festival. They didn't get this. They did get this. Not in Ife. One day, we gotta build that. Just to commemorate what we've done for saving this high kingdom from certain doom. But right now, we just need to rest a bit until most of the levies are recovered, and then we'll start a war to take back Savalu, because that belongs to Lower Niger. Independence faction disband. All is well. Anything to... Oh, hang on. We need a master hunt. I was about to say, anything to hunt out here? After all this mayhem? Oh no, so you should get a raw architect since you've been... Damn, not again. With the losing the renown. That happens sometimes. And we got an unruly vassal here. So you're from over there. No doubt that he'll join your independence faction when he grows up. One evening, I strolled along the darker recesses of my stronghold. I passed by a lamppost with a smile on his face saluting me. Stranger, I said something odd about him. As I entered a small alcove, a menacing shadow moves towards me with a dagger ready to stab my stomach. In the nick of the moment, while trying to defend myself, I got a flashback of the lamppost serene with possibly guilty smile on his face. The hell? Only fate could be my ally. I've been warned about who might have ordered the murder, but I must find proof of it if you survive. As this adult courtier and guest with the most 29 opinion of me of one of all traits. Grapho, callous, which he is callous, sadistic, paranoid, vengeful, while not being compassionate, forgiving, and generous, might try to attempt on your life. With luck, playing a defining role. Your high prowess, your high intrigue, your intrigue education, or if you follow intrigue lifestyle, might save you. Conversely, low prowess, low intrigue only serve to condemn you. So there's a 40% chance that he has killed me. Which is a very good chance that he might. Got some intrigue and high prowess, but only fate can be my ally. Yet, despite her efforts, for 18 warring years, High Shaman Latifu of the Uni ship of EDF has abandoned her mortal coil at 23 years of age. She was murdered. One of the best fighters of her age. She was unrivaled in hand-to-hand combat. No doubt about it. She saved the realm, but now High Shaman Tilatile ascends throne. Being an ambitious woman, many expect the realm to grow and prosper under her rule. So, like her sister, she too is ambitious and cynical, but the only difference is that she's more personable, gregarious. Although does have a spouse and already has children of her own. So fought in 6 different defensive wars. She was murdered. And unfortunately does not have the stewardship skill in order to have the domain up high. But at least Ila, Yoruba, and Benin are one again within Lower Nigeria. Well, at 22, it's her turn now. I suppose we must. As I make all the preparations for the necessary for the High Shaman and Latu's departure from this one, I'm interrupted by a page. The fiend that went and died without any help from me. All of you must have been eager for our company. I guess they didn't see each other eye to eye. Or that's just her being cynical. So, one would think, I guess they weren't particularly close sisters. They weren't that particularly close to each other. So, life. But hey, excellent learning despite the fact that she's dull right now. I'm a man and I'm with, ugh. Scaly. Yipe. I don't have to travel far. This spear has seen a lot of action, so gotta get this fully repaired. This thing has served our ancestors well. And now my sister went to go meet with the said ancestors. But right now I think it would be best if you just switch to the main focus. Unless you can figure out to distribute all this land. Because obviously there's, you know, parts of it I don't want. Particularly that. That can go. Yeah. I'll tell you what. My son in there. You're gonna be ruling Yar. Just want you to go over there. As a way of saying, just get out of here, okay? The States of the Realm, at least my sister wasn't able to do the States of the Realm, but I did. Oh, no. Give it to someone you could trust. See if you could sway him. As I said, it would be best for you to do domain focus. Just increase the domain limit. Oh yeah, here you go. Just want you to stay on our side. Even though you're craven, so you're not gonna do nothing to me. So now I have to play a delicate balance here. Because I got some unruly vassals. I know you don't think much of the predecessor. So I think we're at a good balance here, at least to me. With my son and heir, the joke is that inheritance about it. He now finds himself caring for the Nana. Go ahead. I'll soon have to make funeral arrangements for our great sister who defended our realm. Paid a cousin. Oh. This is for my son there. This approach the fate from his state no pay. We embraced the gates, you must tell me everything. Is it wasn't terrible? So let's catch up on. But nevertheless, we have to hold a funeral. A brave sister. And perhaps, you know, since I'm gregarious, try to befriend someone, particularly your spy master. That would be a good option. Good cost. Let's do it. We know how this works. This is also going to help me, you know, increase my legitimacy quite higher. Up here. Debutantes flew. Did you name that after me? Pays 50. No. Pay to me. Yes. What faction? Disillusion. This band now. If anything, I must do that. T-Rex had it. No, no, no. He's terrible and he's sick. $40 people on the guest list. Amazing. So, I guess Latifa will be remembered as the woman who saved the High Kingdom, at least during this period, but our tumultuous century of internal strife is not ended, but I have to think it's at a lull right now. But it's up to me to try to keep it together now, without violence, without hate. Oh, he brawling in a funeral? What's the matter with you? The important nobility is too far great in number to pass by the enshrouded body of High Shaman Latifu and Moviniju, granting a little more than a simple bow and nod. Though such a gesture was sufficient to show one's reverence for her life, my heart weighs heavily as my pockets, so full of trinkets and memories of Latifu. Can't help but wonder what should I get to hold objects which rightfully belong to her. Cynical and gregarious, plenty stressed. This is a massive piety game. A grandfather's dagger will be committed. Goes to you. Good idea. I'll be a paragon of virtue soon. At least I'll be respected more. Even though I'm a cynic, but still. In a quiet corner of the temple, Nika chat a group of mourners. He somberly just well, I have my memories of Latifu. I was talking about the time we became friends. Tell me, you have any memories, sir? Yes, I knew her well, I guess. I lied my way through because we weren't particularly close. She was too busy fighting the enemies of the High Kingdom. The mourners moved through the hall of weeping in the kind of a macabre dance. For all High Shaman Latifus. Oh, awful. The room is dense with the walls of mourners like a cacophony of misery. I sit in the midst of all, ears ringing, my soul aching. I rise to my feet and allow myself to get lost in the dance of my fellow mourners. I want the world to know how it feels. Just making sure of if I'm trying to befriend the man I was trying to befriend, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that chance now. Of all the figures venerated in Vilnius, none of it desired more than departed High Shaman Latifu, with for a crowd of weepers and gawkers finding other subjects to satisfy their fascination. I'm at last left the moment of solace between myself and my sister. I promised to be a better Alifrin. She was never given a chance to prove to herself. She was never given that chance, but I promised to be better. And plus, ever since she came back to town, she was getting things started, but now she's never gonna get it. Now it's time to commit to High Shaman Latifu's final rites for her final journey to the hereafter. Her shrouded body is held suspended above an open grave, surrounded by close friends and family. Beside her head is me. For its place of mourning afforded to only a magnanimous host. To see her surrounded by so many mortars and given a proper order shall gives me hope that I too will be remembered fondly as the Alifrin. At last our body is already there, and the funeral is officially completed with the prayer. Increasing my urgency level to true. Beautiful. Wasn't able to befriend, but at least we did the right thing. So now those vassals will respect me a bit more, hopefully, with time, because I'm up to their expectations. Although there is still a possible threat for independence, but we cannot guarantee everything, because we know for certain that other things could occur still. So we hope you people have enjoyed this episode. I'm actually going to cut this episode short because, oh my goodness, this was just madness. So much war over the last few decades, and now is peace truly prevailing? Well, we can't know for certain, but there's still one thing that needs to be restored back to the way it was in order to return its glory days. That's to take Savalu back, which it'll happen one day when we seize it back, and which when we do, we'll get these two, and whoever is under it will become the vassals, and hopefully they'll be better than those who fought against us. But that's only if we're truly ready, but I think that would be the case. And maybe perhaps one day we'll build a legendary shrine, which would have its great benefits. Especially I have my own children to take care of. It's going to split the High Kingdom and Benin within. Oh well. It's just trying to, don't want to have chances to say, hey, don't want children to concubine them. It's a bad rep. Bad rep. So, we hope you people have enjoyed this action-packed episode. As, I noticed that the Kingdom of Saga, it will continue to grow more powerful, because it keeps attacking the weaker entities with impunity. And now they want a part of Savalu, which we want to have it back for ourselves, so I guess we have to do that in the next episode. But, until then, so long for now.